Have you ever felt guilty watching people at the gym every single day, while you only show up 3 times a week? That nagging feeling that maybe you are not doing enough. I have been coaching for over 2 decades, and this is hands down the most common question I get. People believe more is always better, especially when it comes to exercise. But here is something that might shock you. Working out every day is not always the best approach. In fact, it can actually damage your progress. Let me explain exactly what your muscles have been trying to tell you. First, we need to understand how muscle growth really works. Most people think muscles grow during the workout, but that is actually backwards. When you exercise, you are literally damaging your muscle fibers. Those heavy lifts and repetitive movements create tiny tears in the muscle tissue. That is why you feel sore after training. So when does the magic happen? During rest. Your body has this incredible repair system. It fixes those damaged fibers and makes them thicker and stronger, so they can handle even more stress next time. Scientists call this supercompensation, and it is the entire foundation of muscle growth. Harvard Medical School published a fascinating study in 2023 that proves this point perfectly. Researchers tracked 200 adults for 12 weeks. One group worked out 3 times per week. The other group trained every single day. Both groups followed the same intensity levels. The results were eye-opening. The 3 times per week group gained an average of 18% more muscle mass, while the daily training group only managed 12%. Even more concerning, 27% of the daily group experienced injuries or chronic pain from accumulated muscle fatigue. Compare that to just 8% in the 3 times weekly group. But it is not just about the numbers. Stanford University Sports Medicine Center discovered something crucial. Complete muscle recovery takes at least 48 to 72 hours. High-intensity workouts can require even longer recovery periods. Think about what happens when you train daily. Your muscles never get that full recovery window. Instead of supercompensation, you get accumulation of damage. Copenhagen University researchers found that daily exercisers had 43% higher muscle inflammation markers compared to those training 3 times weekly. There is another critical factor we need to discuss: cortisol. This stress hormone spikes during intense exercise. The problem is elevated cortisol actually breaks down muscle tissue. The Danish Institute of Sports Science measured cortisol levels in daily high-intensity exercisers and found they were 56% above normal ranges. Now, before you panic, let me clarify something important. Daily training is not inherently bad. The key is understanding intensity and muscle group rotation. Professional athletes and bodybuilders train daily, but they split their routines. Chest today, back tomorrow, legs the next day. This allows each muscle group to recover while others are working. UCLA Sports Medicine ran a fascinating comparison study. They found that split routine daily training and 3 times weekly full body workouts produced nearly identical muscle growth rates. Both groups saw gains between 16 and 19%. The critical factor was giving each muscle group adequate recovery time. So what should regular people do? Most exercise physiologists recommend 3 to 4 sessions per week. This frequency provides enough stimulus for muscle growth while ensuring proper recovery time. Johns Hopkins Medical School conducted a 5-year follow-up study with remarkable findings. The 3 times weekly group had a 73% higher exercise adherence rate compared to daily exercisers. Why? Daily training requires significant time commitment, and the accumulated fatigue often leads to burnout. 3 times weekly is psychologically and physically sustainable. The sleep connection is absolutely fascinating. Swiss researchers at Bern University Sleep Research Center measured sleep quality in different training groups. Daily exercisers averaged 34 minutes less deep sleep compared to 3 times weekly trainers. This matters enormously because growth hormone peaks during deep sleep stages in growth. Hormone is essential for muscle recovery and development, so less frequent training actually optimizes your hormonal environment better than daily exercise. The same study showed that 3 times weekly exercisers had 28% higher nighttime growth hormone secretion compared to daily trainers. Your immune system also plays a crucial role. Excessive exercise suppresses immunity. Norwegian Sports Science Institute data showed daily high-intensity exercisers were 2.3 times more likely to develop upper respiratory infections compared to 3 times weekly trainers. Exercise-induced stress temporarily impairs immune cell function. Let me give you practical programming guidance. Beginners should absolutely stick to 3 sessions weekly. Monday, Wednesday, Friday works perfectly with rest days in between. Focus on full body workouts emphasizing major muscle groups. Think squats, deadlifts, bench press, and fundamental compound movements. Intermediate and advanced trainees can handle 4 to 5 sessions weekly, but only with proper split routines. Monday might be chest and triceps, Tuesday back and biceps, Wednesday rest, Thursday shoulders, Friday legs. Every muscle group gets at least 48 hours recovery. Many people miss this important concept. Active recovery. Rest days do not mean complete inactivity. Light cardio or stretching actually speeds recovery. German Sport University research showed that groups doing light activity on rest days recovered 19% faster than those who were completely sedentary. Nutrition cannot be overlooked either. Even with perfect rest, inadequate nutrition sabotages recovery. Protein timing is particularly important. The Australian Sports Nutrition Society recommends consuming 0.3 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight within 30 minutes post-workout and another 20 to 40 grams before bed. This approach can boost overnight muscle synthesis by up to 33%. Hydration is equally critical. Your muscles are 75% water. University of California researchers demonstrated that just 2% body weight loss from dehydration reduced strength by an average of 15%. Drink 150 to 200 milliliters every 15 minutes during training and replenish 1.5 times your lost body weight after exercise. Age significantly affects recovery capacity. People in their 20s and 30s can typically handle 4 to 5 sessions weekly. Recovery slows after 40. University of Chicago Aging Institute research found that muscle recovery time in 50-year-olds was 38% longer than in 20-year-olds. As you age, prioritize quality over quantity and ensure adequate rest. Women need to consider menstrual cycles. The Norwegian Women's Sports Research Institute discovered that recovery capacity decreases by an average of 23% during the week before and during menstruation. Reduce intensity or add extra rest days during this period. Anyone with injury history needs extra caution. Previously injured areas remain vulnerable even after apparent healing. Berlin Sports Medicine Center tracking showed that overusing previously injured body parts increased re-injury risk by 4.7 times. Work with professionals and progress gradually. How do you find your optimal frequency? Listen to your body signals carefully. If severe muscle soreness persists beyond 72 hours after training, you might be overtraining. If your morning resting heart rate is more than 10 beats higher than normal, you need more recovery. Decreased motivation, irritability, and poor sleep quality also signal overtraining. Take a full week off when these signs appear. Many people fear losing muscle during rest breaks, but adequate recovery often leads to breakthrough gains. I had a client who initially insisted on daily training. After 2 months, his progress plateaued and chronic fatigue set in. I convinced him to reduce to 3 weekly sessions, with higher intensity per workout. The following month, his bench press increased by 15 kilograms and body fat dropped 3.2%. He was amazed. Individual variation exists, of course. Some people have exceptional recovery capacity and can train more frequently. Others need just 2 sessions weekly for optimal stimulus. The key is honest self-assessment and willingness to adjust. Keep a training log. Record weights, repetitions, daily condition, sleep duration, and nutrition. After a few weeks, patterns emerge. You will see data showing which frequency produces your best results. Your goals also matter. Strength development needs heavy weights, low reps 3 times weekly. Muscle endurance or fat loss can benefit from moderate weights, 4 to 5 times weekly. Cardiovascular endurance allows daily light cardio, since it does not significantly impact muscle recovery. Stress management is essential. Life stress and exercise stress are cumulative. During high work stress weeks, reduce training intensity or frequency. London University Stress Research Institute found that combining high daily stress with intense exercise can elevate cortisol to 2.8 times normal levels. Seasonal factors matter too. Summer heat increases energy expenditure for temperature regulation and slows recovery. Train early morning or late evening and slightly reduce intensity. Winter requires double your normal warm-up time to prevent injuries. If this video helped you, please subscribe and like. I support your healthy exercise journey. See you in the next video with more valuable information. Thank you.